Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more F1 2021 My Team. We are heading on into the Azerbaijan Grand Prix today after a kind of a disheartening Monaco Grand Prix return to F1 2021. So let's see what we can do in Azerbaijan as we head on into round 4, I believe, of the season. Just want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed using the red button down below and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next video goes up. F1 2021 My Team will continue, and hopefully you will be joining the community on this channel and continuing to watch the series. So let's move on to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Thank you guys for stopping by, and let's move on with the video. Before we move, we have a marketing department event.
We have another one for you. We're happy regardless of what you choose.
So Formula One are organizing a charity event, and they've approached us to ask if David Coulthard is available to do a meet and greet with the highest donors. Of course, we'll get the acclaim, although his focus drops. That'll be fine.
I know these kinds of decisions can be challenging, but I think you made the right call.
Rightio. So last time out, I remember we had an engine failure and we had to retire from the Grand Prix prematurely. So here is a message from Ethan saying that we had to retire the race due to a component failure. We don't get any research and development points, no resource points gained from that issue. So it's sad to see us not get anything in return, and it turned out to be an energy store failure. So we have a component, the energy store, at 99% wear, so we cannot use that anymore. We're stuck with the one we started off on and a reserve one. So hopefully we can use those to good use, or we're gonna have to take a grid penalty later on in the season to get those extra components. Let's move on to R&D quickly because we are middle of the road. Alpine, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Williams, and Haas are behind us. So let's keep pushing on the research and development here. Currently, we got bearings coming through. Okay, and that is all. So we'll search for more upgrades to do here. First off, we see that there's a cheap powertrain fuel efficiency upgrade. So we'll trigger that. Let's try to get that rushed before the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We have the fastest powertrain, best performing powertrain on the grid right now. And I'm trying to look for another one. Here we go. Tire blankets for the tire wear. We can trigger this one for 744. We'll try to get that rushed as well before the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. If it fails, it fails, but it's worth the risk. Now let's take a look at the progress history just quickly before we go, and we are well ahead of Alpine. So hopefully the other upgrades that we're trying to introduce here are really good to push us closer to Ferrari. So we'll see how that works out. So let's take a look at what came through here. We have the chassis tire blankets came through, and then the ECU failed. So let's see if we can re-trigger this before we head in. 486 resource points. It'll come after the Canadian Grand Prix and before the French Grand Prix in 2 episodes time. So we'll have to re-trigger that, sadly, but it is what it is. Facility upgrade, should we do some for 4.15 million? We'll just save money for that one. So we'll move on to race weekend. We'll do the practice programs and then see you guys for qualifying. Welcome to qualifying at Baku in Azerbaijan. It's the Azerbaijan Grand Prix today, and we are moving into qualifying, but the practice session overall was a success. We had a lot of fun doing them, and they were quite easy. Of course, Azerbaijan being a very solid circuit for us, a very comfortable one on the calendar. So practice 1 was again feeling the track and trying to test the limits of the car, and I just realized that at the early stages of FP1 I had not loaded the car setup for this track, a specific car setup from time trial. So sadly I missed out on it, and I had to, drive on a very unsatisfying car, very slippery around track, but we still managed to get a purple on the tire management program, I believe. And then we set up the car correctly next time around, and we went out again to finish off the other practice programs. I think there was race strategy as well as fuel management, and it turned out to be an overall success. We managed to get P1 in one of the practice sessions. I think it was FP1 because I did all the practice programs on mediums and softs. And it was surprising that I got P1, and I'm thinking we are very much on pole position running today. Hopefully we can get pole by the end of qualifying. But yeah, it is looking good for us. And then practice 2 came around and I tried out the hard compound of tire, trying to see if the hards could be a viable strategy. But I think given the slowness of the hards, I think I will avoid it to some degree if I can. So we'll try to adjust our strategy so that we don't hit the hards. It'll be a last, like a Hail Mary strategy if something goes wrong during the race. So hard compound tires, I think I got P14 or somewhere around there, so that was quite fast. We did beat our teammate David Coulthard, who was on softs by the way in practice 2, so it is quite impressive that we were faster than him on the harder compound of tire. And then we moved on to FP3, where I just went out on a random run. I just wanted to try out a qualifying pace program on my own. There was no qualifying pace program mandated by the computer, so I just went out on soft compound tires and did a hot lap, and I saw how fast I was, and it turned out to be P8 compared to the others. So we'll have to see how it works out. I'll try to see if I can really push the car today, and hopefully we can get another P1 somewhere around there. Maybe a Q3 appearance would be very good. Overall, I think David Coulthard also got us 5 development boosts and then some resource points here and there. I think he is providing us with more benefits, I would say. So I guess there is some benefit to keeping a second driver for a longer period of time. The more they spend time with us, the more feedback and development boost they give us. So I'll have to see how that works out as we sign David Coulthard for possibly the whole season. I think I'm leaning towards that because David Coulthard did prove himself better when we fell apart. So for example, last episode he scored some points when we had a DNF. So here we go with qualifying. We have our car set up for the race today. We'll drop our fuel load to the bare minimum, 9.6 wings, transmission 95%, 55% on the on-off throttle, negative 2.5 and negative 1 on the front rear camber, and then 0.05 and 0.2 on the front and rear toe. Suspension is 5.5, and then we have anti-roll bar of 8.8, and then ride height of 3.6. Brakes are 100% pressure, and bias is on 57, which we can adjust during the race. 21.4 pressure on the fronts, and then the rears are on 23.1. So that is the setup for today. We're gonna let time fly a bit, go out on the soft compound of tire, and see if we can easily make it into Q2. Vehicle condition.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. No need to worry about
oh dear.
Condition for now. Everything's looking good.
We have minor damage. Can we make it through to the next round? Qualifying is over. I think we have, despite the wing damage. Yes, we have. We are P12. Sergio Perez with the fastest lap of the session. 136.367 is his time. We said P12 with a 136.938, 5/10 slower, almost 6/10 slower than Sergio Perez. David Coulthard makes it through to the next round with a 137.4. Knocked out our Mazepin, Aiken, Stroll, Raikkonen, Latifi, and Russell. So let's move on to Q2. Let's see, I took a risk and went out on medium, so let's see if we can get out of here. P13, not good. Ooh, I don't have enough fuel for another run. Can we get softs on quickly and leave? Here we go, let's push, come on. DRS. Can we make a 136? Now we can make a 136.8 maybe? 9? Are we through? Are we through? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, unlucky. We just missed out on the final Q3 appearance. That's a shame. I wanted the Q3 appearance today, but sadly we don't get it. Lewis Hamilton with the fastest lap with a 136 flat, almost. Lando Norris just behind him, and Bottas in third. As they move on into Q3, we get knocked down in P11. We were literally 1/10 slower than Pierre Gasly, who makes it through. Charles Leclerc, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Giovinazzi, and Coulthard all failed to qualify into Q3 as well. So let's move on to race day. Let's see what we can do from P11.
A warm welcome to all of you watching at home to today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and a race that in its short history has already proven no stranger to drama. A fourth row start is just about as likely to give you a podium as a pole position would. And remember, in 2017 and 2018, both Lance Stroll and then Sergio Perez took surprise podiums here. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Daniel Ricciardo has a clear view ahead from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Perez, Sainz, Gasly, Ocon and the captain, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher and Giovinazzi, Coulthard, Russell, Nicholas Latifi and Kimi Raikkonen, Vettel, Stroll, Aitken and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So a grid penalty promotes us to P10 now, and it's a McLaren 1-2. That is quite exciting to see. Let's take a look at our strategy here. Yes, we can do a medium to softs here. That is the plan, because I always like to start on the harder compound and then end on the softer one. Hopefully we can make that work. 26.5 laps of fuel maybe, just to keep it in the surplus just in case we run out of fuel. But yeah, overall I think we're ready to race. Let's get going here. Here we go, racing in Baku, Azerbaijan. 5 red lights and away we go. Ooh, poor start from us. We already get overtaken by Tsunoda, but we slide in nicely. We're still P10. Little sneak up at the Red Bull. Perez hit us, but it doesn't seem like damage was incurred on any of us. Up to P8, that's a decent start. Gasly ahead of us. Yellow flag. Why? Green flag. Was there a crash? Possibly. Yellow flag again. Kimi Raikkonen's out. Defending against the Red Bull. What's the Red Bull doing, mate? Vehicle condition.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Okay, no damage to the car. Gotta get into my groove again. Jesus Christ, what was Perez doing? He smashed into me there. Alright, we gotta push. Use some ERS here. Get away from Perez and Ocon. Ooh, Ocon's trying a move on Perez, so we may want to save a bit of ERS here. Alright, let's see. Let's see what Ocon does. Ooh, trying a move on Perez. DRS is going to be enabled at the end of this lap. Ocon is really pushing it on the soft compound tire. I am too far away for DRS from Gasly. We're 3 seconds behind him, so they're going to pull away a tad bit. So we'll see if we can catch up soon. Driver behind.
Ocon is behind you. The gap behind us is 1.8 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 41.9. We're leading our teammate by 7.6 seconds.
Everyone's running 2 stops here. I'm the only one on a 1 stops, medium to soft strategy, so I think we are in for a good position. P8 right now. We'll see how this progresses. But right now I am falling a tad bit behind. Ooh, Gasly pits early. Probably has wing damage or something. So we're off into P7. Nice. Sainz is up. We're 2 seconds ahead of Ocon now, so we are extending the gap. I guess the softs are starting to die off. We're starting to catch Sainz as well, so we'll see how the soft compound tires die off. Because my mediums are only going to get stronger as they die off in the softs. So let's see. Hamilton in the pits as well, Sainz in the pits as well, so I guess it is time for the soft compound tire runners to pit. We're making some positions now. We're in the top 3. And only medium compound tire runners are behind us, so soft compound tires have died off. I'm expecting Norris and Bottas to pit next, or this lap, at the end of this lap. So we'll see how this works out. Giovinazzi is 4 seconds behind us, almost, so we have a comfortable lead against him. Alright, so Giovinazzi on 2-stop. I'm assuming Tsunoda as well, and we see that Norris and Bottas are in the pits. So we are in the lead of the Grand Prix now. We are in prime position for some points. Strategy is really something, guys. Our strategy is much superior compared to the AI strategy. So we'll see how this works out. We are on 13-16% wear in the front, 13-15 on the back. So I'm expecting some good laps here. Okay, I think a lot of people are pitting now. Medium compound tire runners are pitting for their first stop. Okay, yep. A bunch of them did. Russell's the only one still going on the medium compound tire. What's my tire wear looking? 27% on the front right, and we have, what, 6 laps to go? I think we're in good shape. Just that fuel's a bit of an issue. Underfueling it has put me in a bit of a pickle. So we're gonna have to lift and coast a lot of the time. Main threat right now is Max Verstappen, who is really pushing it. He was 5 seconds, 6 seconds behind us, and now he's only 1.8. We're really pushing, but there's a yellow flag. Did someone slipped? Or, I don't know, is that a retirement from a Ferrari? Might be a Ferrari retirement. No safety car, please. Oh, it's a retirement, for sure. Carlos Sainz is out. Is that a safety car? Please no safety car, buddy. It looks like he's parked in a very dangerous spot, though. On the side of the start-finish straight. Isn't that like a barrier? Or did he go into the pits? I don't know. Oh no, Max Verstappen is 1 second behind us. Oh god, there he is. And Bottas is also right behind us. Oh my god. That was not expected. I didn't think they would come up that quickly. We have 3 more laps until our pit stop. Gotta try and keep them behind me. I know Bottas and Verstappen both have pit stops remaining. So this is gonna be a bit of a difficult one. Oh, Verstappen's gonna get past us here. Gonna try and break the slipstream a little, try and defend against him. There we go. There he goes. No DRS? Oh yes, he does have DRS.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Gave him space. Oh, he hit me. Oh, Verstappen's out. Oh dear. Vehicle condition?
You've taken damage to
Ah.
the pods. Expect to feel a little drag. Tire condition is still looking good.
Verstappen hit us, gave us damage, and he's out of the race. But my straight line speed is going to be compromised a little. Bottas is coming quick. Oh dear, Bottas is right behind me. The side pod damage isn't helping either. Defend. Oh, yellow flag. Bottas spun.
We're racing again.
Bottas spun. Did he hit me? I don't know. We'll have to take a look at the replay, but Bottas has spun. And now he's back there with Verstappen. Goodness me. They're going for lines that don't exist, I guess. Oh. Went wide there. Alright, so we barely pushed the car. 42% wear on the front right, and now we're going in.
Let's box this lap.
Going in for our pit stop at the end of this lap. Bottas 8 seconds behind us.
Gap to the
Teammate status.
We're leading our teammate by 36.9 seconds. They're on fresh hards. They're in 13th. The time last lap was a 1:40.6.
Alright, well, our friend is on hards, but we're moving in to the pit lane to put on set of softs. There we go, into the pits. Ooh, what a stint. 45% wear on the mediums. Giovinazzi continues. I wonder if he has no more stops. We'll have to see.
Go, go,
2.5 is decent.
go. Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Russell's just up ahead. Let's see if we can get him. Slipstream of Russell. Superior nature of the softs. There we go. Someone hit the wall. I think Russell hit the wall.
Seconds. Caution, the virtual safety
Oh,
car
yo,
is
yo,
just
yo,
been
yo, yo,
reported
yo.
for buildup of debris on the track.
What happened?
Drop
What
your
happened?
speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Is someone out? There's debris on track. Lap 19. We'll have to see. Let's try to drop it on lean and see what we can do to save fuel here. What happened? I don't know. But here we go. We continue. Oh, come on. Stay outside of the DRS range from Ocon, please. Okay. Giovinazzi in the pits. I think Schumacher's going in too. Yes, he is. We take the lead of the Grand Prix with Ocon and Vettel behind us on the podium right now. As it stands. Let's push. With 5 laps remaining, 6 laps remaining. Can I pull off a win here on the soft compound tires compared to the mediums of Ocon and Vettel? Gotta try and stay outside the DRS range from them. My engine is definitely feeling a bit slower than usual. The ICE is on 34% wear, that might be why, I don't know. Oh dear, Vettel's within DRS range. Oh god, my defense has been so good up till now. Vettel's gonna get DRS right here, and he's gonna try and push on us.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
Alright, who crashed? Oh god, Vettel's right behind me now. Oh dear, he has DRS here. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Around the outside. I'm gonna defend the inside. Nice. It's all about the defensive game here. Lewis Hamilton with the fastest lap here. Oh god. This chicane is always a problem for me. Here we go again. The long straight of Azerbaijan. This is the worst. Gotta try and defend against Vettel here. He's up on my right. He's gonna get DRS. Oh god. I'm gonna go straight. Oh god, he bumped into me. Around the outside, we keep the position. Beautiful. Oh, Vettel and Ocon are fighting now. We got 2 laps left, this one and the next. Come on. Oh my god, what did David Coulthard do? Why is he in the pits? Okay, let's tango again, Vettel. Oh, Ocon wants a bit of the tango as well. They're fighting. Perez is looking like he wants another bite at podium as well. He overtakes Vettel. Vettel's in the pits. There must have been contact there. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Oh, Ocon wants a piece of me now. Perez also. It's anyone's game right now. I'm on the softs. Ooh, they're pretty worn out though. Okay, okay. Relax, bro. What are you doing? I'm driving here. Okay, I think I've guaranteed myself a win here because Ocon has just smashed me and has just smashed into me and he probably lost his wing. Alright. There we go. I think we're done. I think we've got it. A victory in the bag because of Ocon's stupidity. Let's see who gets P2 and P3.
Yes, you've done it. Well done.
It's never an easy race here in Azerbaijan. There's drama around every corner. But they've come through to take a brilliant win here today. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, Crofty, this was won through an abundance of speed and an abundance of skillful overtakes. Inside, outside, cutting underneath, we saw it all today. And it's really nice to see a Grand Prix won in that manner. A race, surely, that will satisfy the purists today, I think.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
Well, it is a P1 finish for us after Ocon smashes his car behind us, and I couldn't have asked for a better strategy. Strategy really won us the race today, and beat him to soft strategy has given us P1. What a race. Well, here's the result of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We are here yet again with the win of the Grand Prix. Esteban Ocon and Giovinazzi are on the podium as well. Just realized 2 Alpines on the podium. That is quite impressive. Sergio Perez, Schumacher, Verstappen, Latifi, Vettel, Hamilton, and Stroll round out the points finishers. Russell, Norris, Bottas, Leclerc, Gasly, Coulthard, Mazepin, Tsunoda, Aitken, Ricciardo round out the finishers, with Sainz and Raikkonen not finishing the race today. David Coulthard is a bit underperforming today. P16 is not what we expected. I was expecting some points from him, but sadly he does not make any. Let's take a look at the standings now. We are jumping up to P2 on level terms with Sir Lewis Hamilton on 43 points. Max Verstappen is running away with it with 84 points, 41 point gap to him. Perez is making his way up as well, and David Coulthard is still on 4 points. Constructor standings wise, we jump up McLaren and Alpine and Ferrari, I believe. After 25 points today, we are in P3 with 47 points to our team name. McLaren are 1 point behind us on 46. Leaders Red Bull are 75 points ahead of us. Take a look at what happened during the race, but there were a lot of crashes and chaotic moments, and we were pretty solid. We were driving calmly in the front, enjoying our drive. We took the lead when our medium compound stint really pushed us ahead of everyone else who were on softer compound of tires. Like on the softs died off really quick for them, and then they were into the pits within like lap 6 or 7, and then we really drove well until our pit stop around lap 18, 19, and then we moved, or 17 actually, and then we moved on to the soft compound tire, which was a lot more superior than the mediums that everyone else was on. Bit of a shocker here. Verstappen and I think Bottas crashed into us, or they spun themselves, and they pretty much lost the Grand Prix because of their mistakes. We also pushed heavily on other drivers, taking some damage from our battles, but it wasn't enough to see us lose a lot of time. P1 by the end of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and Ocon smashed into us in the final lap, and that really helped us secure the win. 2 Alpines made it in the top 3 as well. Next up, I believe, is the Canadian Grand Prix. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, we're gonna see what we can do in Canada, so please be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe using the red button down below and hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified when the next video goes live. F1 2021, my team will continue on the channel, so please be sure to be subscribed so you continue enjoying the content and get notified when the next episode goes up. This was a heck of a Grand Prix, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, please take care of yourselves, please enjoy life, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
So what, you're just you.